Joe Werner joins us here on the John Mendola Show at McCarthy Tire Service. And Joe, you got a pretty special son over there, and Nick, a heck of a golfer, a nice young man. Let's talk about, for you, exposing him to the game of golf. How long ago did that happen?
Yeah, I guess he started playing when he was 2 years old, actually, at Wyoming Valley. I brought him up to the driving range, and he's always been a kid with good hand-eye coordination. And I don't know why he's lefty, but he is. I don't know if it was mirroring or what, but yeah, he picked it up pretty quickly. He's always been able to make contact, so it was, yeah, he loves to play.
For you, talk about the game of golf and how it was kind of delivered to you, and you're kind of keeping it going here.
Yeah, sure. You know, like a lot of kids from Hanover Township, we snuck on the back 4 holes there at Wyoming Valley, and that's how I got to play. And I remember growing up thinking one day I'll be a member at Wyoming Valley, and it was sort of a goal of mine. And I just learned playing there with the Bruns and a few other guys. We'd go up there and just practice and avoid the members if we could.
Now, your son is obviously taking this game pretty seriously, so sure. You're kind of committed to it now as well, since he's all in. Talk about you know, the ability for him to get out there and play the game of golf. Is it, hey, Dad, this is what we have to do this week, or right. Kind of work out a schedule? Hey, you know, my schedule looks pretty good this week.
Yeah, I guess I think he plays maybe 4 or 5 times a week. He's been playing competitively in tournaments since he's 7 years old. We'd travel to Allentown in Philadelphia for some U.S. Kids events, and it's been a great experience for him. I mean, he's gotten to play. Because of his skill level, he's been able to qualify for tournaments all over the East Coast. We've played in Scotland at the Old Course, and at some of the other famous courses over there on the Open Championship, you know, rotation there, and it's because he's qualified for those events by playing solid golf.
For you, I'm sure it's a eyes wide open experience. You're seeing your kid here on these places, and you're getting to take it all in, and so it kind of probably feels pretty good on your end too to see your kid.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. You know, in the last 3 years he's played at Oakmont, Congressional, and Pinehurst, and now next year he'll get to play at, or at least putt on the 18th green at Augusta National. So yeah, it's when he won at Oakmont, it was a surreal experience for me. I still couldn't believe it. It was pretty cool.
Let's talk about the mental game for him. Obviously, if he's winning, that's got to be probably pretty strong. But you know, he's a young man. Let's talk about Nick's demeanor, what he's like on and off the course.
You know, when he's on the course, when mistakes happen, a lot of times I caddy for him. When mistakes happen, he becomes more determined, it seems. He'll hit it everyone hits it sideways, so he'll hit one on the side, you know, the tree line, and he's like, I could hit that shot. I can get it out of here. Now, sometimes that's a blind ambition, but sometimes it helps too. So yeah, it's off the course, he's a friendly kid, nice, well-mannered most of the time. So yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to be around him, and of course, as his dad, I'm pretty proud.
As this gets amped up a little bit more, he qualifies a little bit more, he's doing some big things. Pretty big accomplishment for him in this past round, or he's going to be playing in Augusta?
Well, he qualified to go to the championships for the drive, chip, and putt competition. He'll be at Augusta National for a couple days. He'll get to practice and chip and putt there on their greens, and hit some balls on the driving range. Yeah, we're really looking forward to it. It's going to be exciting.
Well, great family fun.
Yes.
Congratulations on your son's accomplishments, and you know, I'm sure there's going to be a whole lot more golf in the Werner family. Keep it going.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Nick Werner with us here on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire Service, and that's where we are here in the world headquarters of McCarthy Tire. Nick Werner, you're a 7th grader. You go to St. Nicholas, St. Mary's, but you're a heck of a golfer. Let's talk a little bit about your golf game. And your dad was saying, hey, he started when he was like 2 or something. Do you remember some of those early days of kind of hitting the golf ball around?
Well, downstairs in our basement, we have a picture framed of me swinging when I was 2.5. And my dad sometimes points out, Nick, your rotation was better then than it is now.
Very fun stuff. Talk about how often your dad said, hey, you're hitting the course 4 or 5 times a week. Do you kind of have to get on your parents? Hey, I need to be at the course today, or is it kind of understood? Your schedule is, hey, I'm there on Mondays or Thursdays or Saturdays. Talk about how that all works out.
It's pretty understood most of the time. Normally I go up, but every once in a while if I have free time, that's where I'll be. I'll be at the golf course.
Let's talk about the things that you're working on that golf course at a young age. You've had a lot of success early, so what are things that you're working on constantly?
I'm working on really perfecting my swing path, and my putting I always like to brush up on. I just really like trying to perfect my game.
When you're young, I'm sure that one of the big things is, hey, I want to hit the ball really far. Is that still one of those things that you're kind of like, hey, I hit it 150 yards or 200 yards or whatever that number is for you, that you'd like to get a little bit more length?
Yes, definitely. I always drive for more yardage. I work out and I try to just keep on getting faster, stronger, and try to hit the ball further.
How about the clubs that you're using? What clubs are you using, and how are you liking them?
I have the TaylorMade P790s for my irons, and I absolutely love them. For my wedges, I have a TaylorMade one and a Titleist one, and I like both of them. For my putter, I have a Spider putter and a TaylorMade Spider putter, and I really enjoy putting with that one.
How about your favorite club? If you get yourself in a little bit of a pinch and you're like, okay, this club will be the one, which one do you choose?
I really like my 8-iron. I think my 8-iron comes in clutch sometimes.
That's pretty cool. Let's talk about some of the places you've been. You've not only been all over the country, you've been all over the world already as a golfer at your age. It's unbelievable. So talk about some of those experiences as a young man.
Well, being over in Scotland was absolutely amazing. I loved being over in Oakmont like 3 weeks ago. I just really enjoy traveling, and I enjoy spending the time with my dad, and I just enjoy the game of golf.
Winning, sometimes you might be second or third or 13th for that matter, but winning probably feels really good. Let's talk about being able to win some of these.
Definitely. When I win, I always turn around and tell my dad I did it, and every single time I do it, my self-esteem gets higher and I feel better about myself, and it also strives me to work harder for the next tournament. Your
dad had spoken about, you're out there on the course, maybe you hit a bad shot, or maybe you're like, I think I could do this. Talk about that confidence level, because truly it has to come from you. Even though he might be with you as the caddy, you still have to kind of make sure it's going to happen.
Yes, definitely. I just think the experience of being in all of those tournaments that my dad signs me up, I think all of the tournaments just definitely helped me with my confidence level. And even down at Oakmont, I was confident because I was at Pinehurst in the regionals, and I was at Congressional Country Club where I finished second in the regionals.
Augusta National is now going to be a place where you're going to be able to have some fun. How excited are you about that?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm 10. I just can't wait to go down there and see Amen Corner. My friends' parents, even my priest was congratulating me on making it there.
It's an awesome accomplishment for you. Let's talk about Wyoming Valley Country Club, being a part of that, Pete Corba there, the whole place, and what that whole experience is like.
It's awesome. People there have been congratulating me all the time, and it's just really fun to be a part of it. It's just really nice to be there.
How about your favorite hole at Wyoming Valley Country Club?
Well, I have had 2 holes-in-ones there, so I have 2 tied for first. I really like hole number 7 at Wyoming Valley, and I also really like number 15 there.
2 hole-in-ones already.
Yes.
That's awesome. I'll talk about being a lefty.
Being a lefty, I'm not really too sure why I'm a lefty. I'm only a lefty in, I used to play baseball. I was lefty in that. But I don't really know why. I guess I might have mirrored my dad when he was swinging in front of me, and I just tried it, and I guess it worked out that way.
Seems like it's worked out pretty darn well. You ski for fun. Talk about getting out, do stuff with the family skiing.
Yes, I just really enjoy being outdoors, and skiing is another one of those sports where I get to go outdoors and have some fun with my family. My mom, my dad, my sister, and I all ski, so it's really fun to go up to the mountain and ski with them.
I'm sure your sister Emily, who's younger, looks up to you and thinking, boy, this brother might be doing great stuff, but for you, she plays some soccer, and she's pretty good, I'm sure, as well. Are you rooting her on as she's rooting you on?
Mm-hmm. Well, sometimes when I go to her games, I'm always on the sidelines, and after the game, I point out some of the things that she needs to work on, just like my dad does for me. And I honestly enjoy going to some of her games.
Let's talk about the role models in your life. You got your mom, your grandfather. I'm sure your dad has some influence on you as well. So talk about all those different people and the roles that they play in your life.
My dad is my caddy. He's the one who, just drives me harder. And my mom is there for a lot of support. My sister, she isn't too about it. She doesn't really like the game of golf, but I've tried to get her into it. She has clubs. And my grandfather and all my grandparents and pretty much my whole family has been really supportive, and they've played a big role.
Nick, you probably have some big goals with the game of golf, and probably not many people have, at your age have accomplished what you were able to accomplish. How do you keep that fire going, but at the same time kind of keep a level head about it and say, hey, I could, something could happen and I might not be able to play that well. So how do you try to keep that mindset of, hey, I'm just going to go out there, have fun, do my best, but hopefully keep the work ethic you've had? Things are really going in a great direction for you.
Yeah, I'm really working hard just to perfect my game, like I've said. And I just feel like if I go out there, give it my all, and I feel like I'll do pretty well then.
Nick Werner, very mature, outstanding job out there on the golf course. Keep up the great work. We're rooting for you.
Thank you.